for some technical issue because power is not there. And yeah, thanks Moin, thanks thanks. क्या हुआ सर? अरे कुछ नहीं हुआ भाई, आपके सामने बैठे हुए हैं बिल्कुल. And hi all. So today we are going to start with CSS, and in this CSS we will do the basics. After that we will do the Flexbox, and after that we will do the grid. So this is all about the schedule. Today we will try to complete the full basics part, and on Thursday we will try to do the some little bit basics and Flexbox, and on Friday we will complete the grid. So this is all about the schedule what we are going to plan, and every day we will be having attendance, so you all need to fill it, and once you fill it you will get a participation certificate. Okay, so that is all about from my side. So CSS ओके, चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं. CSS सेटअप रेडी है. सेकंड रन सेकंड न्यू so simply just drag and drop, and here the setup is ready. Okay, so I hope one second, I hope is my voice is audible to all of you. In case anyone any issue, please let me know. So it seems everything is fine. Screen sharing is also happening, and audio video is perfectly clear. So is it okay? Can someone please confirm me so that we can go ahead? अरे मौसिम भाई बता दो यार. चलो let's start. So this is VS Code, a light code editor, and in this VS Code we have created and we have included a folder. We have already created folder with the name of CSS, and we have included this folder here. So let us create before creating 1 second. Okay, increase font size little bit. So we will create a file with the name of index.html, and next. Okay. Okay. So what is CSS? CSS is basically cascaded style sheet, and it is used to make the website decorative, attractive, beautiful. Right. Okay. So here in the CSS part, the screen setup is 1 second. Okay, so this is the screen setup, which is okay. So there are three ways in which we can add CSS. So first one is the inline. Second one is internal. Third one is external. So these are the three ways in which we can add CSS. Okay, so once I saved it, it starts reflecting here. Okay, so these are the three ways in which we can add CSS. So what is inline? So inline means in the same line means we apply CSS directly to this HTML element. So this is the HTML element. So with the help of style tag, we use the CSS property background color, and we use the color as blue. Okay, now here what is happening, we have applied CSS directly to this HTML element. Here H1 is the HTML element, and with the help of the style tag, we have applied the CSS directly to the HTML element. Okay, so that is what about the inline CSS. No, second one is internal. Internal. What is internal? Internal means we apply CSS directly to this HTML file. So this is HTML file, and here with the again with the help of the style tag, we apply CSS. So for the H2 background color, and we'll use some hash double F double zero double F. Okay, so I saved it. Okay, so this is the color which is coming from the H2 means the internal CSS. Now, what is external? External means externally we are creating a file and we want to add the CSS. Okay, so we are doing so. What we are doing here? So we create an external file. So here we create a file.css. Okay, and in this style.css we will write the CSS property. So we'll use RGB, and here let's say let's have 100. Okay, but here this is not coming by because we have not linked both the files. So there is a tag which is called as link tag, which links both the HTML and CSS. Okay, so here these are three ways in which you can add CSS: inline, internal, and external. So inline means in the same line we apply CSS directly to this HTML element. Internal, we apply CSS directly to this HTML file, and external, we apply CSS directly to the HTML file with the help of the link tag and the additional file. Okay. Now let us see selectors. What are CSS selectors? So here HT is the CSS selector. Yes, HT is the CSS selector. This thing is the property. No, this thing is the declaration. This thing is the CSS property, and this thing is the value. So that is all about the CSS selectors. Now after the CSS selectors, let me have a array with the dummy content, and here let us try to have some uh, font properties. So we'll have a font size of, let's say, 20 px. After that we use a font weight of, let's say, bold. After that we use text transform to uppercase. We'll use text decoration to, let's say, overline, and we have some letter spacing. Let's say 21 px. Similarly, we have word spacing 20 px, and after that we have a font family where we have this Arial, Helvetica, and Sans. So these are some basic font properties. Okay. Now here, try to understand one thing. You all know what is a font size. Font size is nothing but the height of the font. The value of the font size is 20 px. Okay. After that, we have next thing which is called as a font weight. Font weight is the boldness of the font. Okay. Now next thing is the text transform. So text transform uppercase means every word will be in the capital letters. After that, we have text decoration to overline. Text decoration overline means you can see a line over the text. And after that, we have the letter spacing 21 px. Letter spacing 21 px means spaces between the letters, and word spacing is similarly the same thing, the spaces between the words. Okay, and we have the font family. So, sorry, we have a property which is called as the line height. Let's say 11p. 11px seems small. Let me change this to 31 px. So here, if you see line height means the spacing between the lines. So if this, so I've changed this to 41 px. So here you can assume this thing. Okay. So this line height is the 41 px, which is the value of the line height. Okay. Now what else we can have here? Okay. So here, let us go a little bit back. So here, while telling you the ways of adding CSS, I have given you, I have given only a single property which is called as the background color. And here, all these background colors, see this background color, this again a background color, and this again a background color. So here I just want to tell you that these are the ways in which we can add colors. So first one is simply typing the name of the color. So I have used a blue color. So this is very simple, where we can have the background color as blue. So second one is where I have used a hash pattern, and in this hash pattern, we have something called as a hexadecimal number system. So here it starts from hash double F double O double A. Okay, so double F represents the red color, double zero represents the green color, and double A represents the blue color. So it is called as the RGB, means red, green, and blue. Now in the third way, what we have mentioned, we have clearly used the RGB pattern, which is the red, green, and blue pattern. Okay, so here if you see, this is the RGB, and the range of RGB starts from 0 to 2555. So the 0 is black, and 255 is white. So let us experience some. So we have something called as HTML color codes. Okay, so these are the 140 color names which you can simply type it. Okay, simply just click on any color and you can type it. Now second one is the HTML color picker. So here you can see, one second, comment. Okay, so here in this HTML color picker, you can select on any color, just click on any color, see, and you have their hexadecimal code, yes, RGB code, and the HSL code. Okay, so here you can prepare any color using a certain combination of RGB. So see, 000 is black, 255 is white. Okay, so it starts from black to white. Now we have seen a new terminology which is called as a HSL. Now what is HSL? So here H stands for hue, S for saturation, and L for lightness. So hue contains the colors. Colors, again, the colors are in the same pattern, which is the RGB. S for the saturation. Saturation means again the sharpness, and L is for the lightness. So we have again the same pattern, which is called as the HSL. Okay. So here is all about the HSL pattern. Now, mm, 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 second. Okay, so after that, let us discuss about the font family. So font family here, if the font family contains of minimum of 3 fonts. So you see here Arial, Helvetica, and Sans Serif. So this Arial font, all these fonts which are actually available here are the traditional fonts. Okay, traditional fonts which we are using since long. Now these days, the use of Google fonts is being used a lot. So let us check out the Google fonts. So we have the Google fonts here. So these are the Google fonts. So let us hold it. Will be very lighter. We have a font. Mm, so Laura is also a good font. Let us check out that only. Okay, so this is the Laura. Laura. We use Laura only. So Laura's input. And here we apply this one. So just quickly import and here copy. Now what we will do here, Laura. Okay, so the entire structure gets shown. Now here what I will do, let me comment out this thing. Okay. Now see how beautiful the font Laura looks like. So that is why it is called as to use the Google fonts, because Google is now into our each and every part of our life, and Google is the future. Okay. Now let us switch on to the next topic. So we will create another para, a lorem of 10. Okay. So with this lorem of 10, if you see here, we have a small dummy content. No. Okay. So what is it? There is a problem. So problem is that the set of styles what we have decided for this particular, the set of this styles. Okay, this styles what we have designed for this particular paragraph. Okay, gets replicated to this also. Okay, so but if there are thousands of paragraphs, all these paragraph will follow the same set of styles what we have given for the first one. So what is happening here, because there is no bifurcation, okay, because there is no bifurcation, so the problem is we need to do something different. So here we have introduced classes and id. So we'll have the class name as top and the id name as bottom. Okay, now what are classes and what are IDs? So IDs. Okay, so classes and IDs both are used to target the HTML element. Okay, classes and IDs both are used to target the HTML element. First thing, and second thing is what, same class can be used multiple times. ID can only be used one time. Fine. And dot is used to represent. Dot is used to represent class, and hash is used to represent the ID. Okay, so that is how it goes like. Okay, so now let us implement this thing. So we have p dot up. Now see, this particular set of class, this particular set of class only restricts to the first paragraph. Now for this thing, it is using the default set of styles. Now we will use the hash pattern. Hash means the ID pattern and C. So hash bottom, and we'll use a font size of, let's say, 22 px. Okay. So 1 second. Okay. So we have this thing here. Now, after this font size, let us apply okay. So let us switch to the next topic in CSS, which is called as the box model. So what is the box model? So a box model is a thing. Okay, so a box model is a thing which contains of so box models. Box model. What is the meaning of box model? So box model says a box kind of a thing, and let us explore how it looks like. So this is a box model. So this is the content, padding, border, and margin. Now let us explore this particular thing here. Okay. So we have the content already. We have a content. After it, we have a padding of, let's say, 20 px. After padding, we have a border of, let's say, 5p x solid with black color, and we can have a margin of, let's say, 11 px. Okay. Now try to understand one thing. When I have given a font size of 22 px, this is the font size which is applied here. Now after that, we have padding. Padding of 20 px means 20 px top, 20 px right, 20 px bottom, and 20 px left. So that is how it goes like that. Okay. After that, we have border. So this border 5 px. So the width of the border is 5 px. Okay. On all the sides. And again, solid. So you can see a solid line here. Black means a black color. And margin, again, margin is after the border. So 11 px means 11 px top, 11 px bottom, 11 px left, and 11 px right. So on all the four sides, it is getting applied. Now, if there is a scenario where we want to use this thing, right? If I use a padding of left, let's say 20 or 10 px, left top, let's say 20 px, bottom 30 px, right 40 px. Now here, see what is that. For all the different sides, left, top, bottom, and right. Okay. For all the different sides, we have the different sizes of spaces we have taken. So if there is a scenario you want some different space on different sides, so you can use this kind of thing. Now after that, we can use this thing. So if we okay, so 1 second, 1 second. If I use padding of, let's 20 x and 20 px. Now Here 10px is for top and bottom, and 20px is for left and right. So that is how you can do the calculation. Okay. Now, now similarly we can do this thing for margin. If I use margin top, let's say 40p, margin bottom 30px, left. Okay. So here what is happening, if you see here, on all the different sides we have used different margins. So it is the same manner in which we use the pattern. So, okay. So again we have a different way here. You can use margin of, let's say, 30p. I 30px and 60px. So 30px margin is always for the external space. Okay. If you want to move something, you can use margin. So after this box model, we will do a styling of list. So we'll have a structure, have h2 ul li into 7. This is the structure what we have created. Oh. We'll have h2. After that, we'll have ul. We have li into 6 greater than 7. So we want li into 6 greater than 8. So 6 times of li, where anchor tag is included here. So we'll use a hash hash. So when I use hash here, so it will disable the click functionality. Okay. So we'll fill the content. So we'll use here index. You can have here chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 6. So this is the content we have, which is actually inside the anchor tag. Okay. Now try to understand the structure first. So here, what is here? So let me have a div with the parent class as indices. So this is the step. So this is about the div which have a parent class indices. After that, we have a header 2 with the content as index. After that, we have unordered list. U contains li. Li means list item, list tag. List tag contains anchor tag. Anchor tag contains the content chapter 1. Okay, so there is how it goes like that. Now after this, what we will do, we will pick up each and every item and we will do the styling. Now here try to understand one thing, as we have not given anything on the header 2, then why it is picking up a color? Because here we have already given used a header 2 with the background color of some pinkish color. Now, as I have told you earlier, if we do not segregate, if we do not differentiate the tags, so automatically it will pick up the same set of tags. So let us do this. Okay. Now here in this structure, what we will do, we will pick up each and every element, item, class, and we will do the styling. So let us have the first thing, which is called as the dot indices. One second. Dot indices. And in this dot indices, what we will do, we'll use a border property first. So border, let's say border 5p, little with color. We'll use a border radius property, let's say 10 each to remove the sharpening of the edges. After, so let me, now it zooms good. Okay. Fine. So in the parent class, we have built this property. Fine. Now, one second. Border radius 10 px. Now, what we will do, we will include a font family of Laura, input, and here we'll use text transform to uppercase. Fine. Now let us shift on to the next one. Dot indices H2 EAC text align center, and next we will target dot indices to 12, use padding 0, and list style to none. And what else we can have? We have dot in indices anchor tag. Use text decoration to none. With the font color to, let's say, black. And what else we can have here? So we have got dot indices, uh, indices, dot indices. We will target the list item and we'll have some margin in the bottom of, let's say, 20 px. Okay, and a border bottom property, let's say 2px, dotted with blue color. That's very good. Let us have some padding in the left of, let's say, 10 px. So that is how it goes, like that. So similarly, we can have uh, some pseudo classes properties here. So we can have dot indices anchor tag. We'll use a hover effect, changing the background color to, let's say, pink, with increasing the font size to, let's say, 22p. So let us check out. Yes, so it is reflecting. Okay, so that is how it goes like that. Now after this thing, now after this thing, so let us create a form and we will do the scaling of this. So for this thing, we will comment out and we have a form, and in this form we'll have a div and we'll use a label and a input tag. So this is the structure and we are going to replicate it and make it in minute. Okay, so that is how it goes like it. Now we have a div with the class as form gp form group and so this is perfect. So we will replicate this structure two more times. So control V, save three boxes. So we have the input here. We have the first thing as name. Here we'll use age email. So here we use age name email. Input type will be email. So this is the form we have created. Now 1 second. Mhm. Okay. So we will apply a common class as my form. Okay. So this my form is a parent class which is controlling the entire structure. Okay. And here we have this form GP which is controlling the name and input type. Okay. So now let us do the styling part. Okay. So let us have a submit button also. Input submit value will be send. So let us do the R&D here. Dot my form is the class name and we'll have dot my form is a class name and uh, uh, let us have some px. Okay, and here we apply a text font family to Laura. अरे कितना सुंदर दिखता है. Relative absolute. अरे भैया विनीत जी, I will come once I will come to relative absolute. My dear friend, I will tell you. So there is a time to reach it. I will tell you. Maybe tomorrow we will reach to relative absolute, or maybe today only. That depends on the time. Okay. So by the meantime, let me share the day one attendance. So this is the day one attendance. I request you all to please fill it and confirm me back in the comment section. Please fill it and confirm me back. Then I will proceed further. So if someone I filled it, please confirm me that I filled it. Okay, so let us carry on. I got the confirmation. Okay, okay, okay. So this is structure. Now we have included the font family also. Now, so got my form in input. Got my form input will use a display of block so that things will come in a block pattern, and we'll have dot um, uh, form gp dot form gp dot form gp. What we have some adding of, let's say, 20 px on a higher side. Seems let us check with 10 px. And in this input we have again some padding, let's say 10 px, and a border radius property will fit here good, and px perfectly matching. And okay, so uh let us increase this. So label will have a font size of, let's say, 22 px 9. And what is pending here? Okay, so let us have this. Okay, so this input class, we will create a class btn, and with this btn we will try to style this form. So dot btn will have some margin from the top, let's say 20 px, and from the left, let's say 40 px. Oh, that's good. Let me change this to 80. Okay, and then we have a background color of, let's say, blue. Font color we can have white. Font weight bold. And what else we can have here? So let us have some width tx, and increase in the font size will be preferred to, let's say, 40, not 40 or px. So we'll use the text transform to uppercase, and outline none. Okay, we'll have some tsc text and center, and also we can have some padding of, let's say, 10 px. So that is all about the styling of the form. So based on your understanding, you can do this thing. Okay, so here we will end the today's session, and tomorrow we will continue with the basics again, with positioning, pseudo classes, and flex. Okay, chalo ji, bye bye, take care, see you, bye bye.